Made YouTube videos of my losing semifinals. I'm like, whatever. People are just so dumb.
Sabinelisickifansss.
Everybody out of the way.
All right, same thing, girls. Your handshake or something. Thank you. What?
It's her 5th match point.
Merci. Silence, s'il vous plaît. Merci. Je suis prête. Merci. S'il vous plaît.
We've been here before.
Sends it long. And as shocking as the first match was, the second one just as shocking. Alexandra Delgado in straight sets defeats Eugenie Bouchard. 6-4, 6-4. And now this is all tied up.
Well, I think a lot of folks thought this was going to be 1-1 after the first day, but not like this. That's quite remarkable. First of all, let's give full...
Well, it wasn't an awkward moment yesterday. And the thing about Fed Cup is that it's a spirit kind of competition, and it's about fair play and about all those good values. Doing that, she said it's her superstition, it was nothing personal, but doing that goes a bit in contradiction with those values. So it was a bit awkward, and I said, and maybe that motivates me a bit more. But I just try not to think about it. I said, everyone has their thing. I also have my thing, so. Yeah, it was a bit of a bit of a response to that. I mean, maybe to what Gini did, but it was more of like our joke. So nothing personal.
I just don't believe in wishing my opponents good luck before a match. We never shake hands before a match on the WTA circuit ever, or in Grand Slams. And it's nothing personal against that specific opponent or the country or anything like that. And I'll gladly shake her hand after the match. But I just don't believe in wishing her good luck, because that would be lying, that would be fake.
How would you evaluate?
Je sais pas, j'ai trouvé ça un peu lame.
The fact that Christina, that Eugenie didn't want to shake hands with you, do you read anything in it, or?
It's her decision that she didn't want to shake hands, so it's up to her.
Did you want to?
I mean, it's a bigger motivation for me for the match.
Maybe better motivation now.
Yeah.
מירה, יש מצב להזיז אותך?
תגידו כשאתם מוכנים.
אני רוצה שתדברו על המיקרופון.
זה לא כל כך
סבבה.
שי, יש לך שאלה?
Yes. For Aga, how do you feel after this tight match?
Good. Happy to win.
Did you think of losing around the match? You think you?
Well, I was just focusing on my game.
Two years ago, I remember that you all complained about the Israeli crowd. Today you had to play it against it again. So how was it for you?
Oh, today was perfect.
יש לי עוד מישהו שאלות? כנראה לא רוצה בו. יש לי עוד מישהו שאלות? Thank you very much.
Здорово.
Вот, молодец, Чиквитадзе. Смотри, впервые такие эмоции. Вообще их не видели сегодня. Она как Шарапова сейчас, да? Вчера же тоже, когда потребовалось ответить. Она ответила. Правда, Шарапова немножко смотрела вглубь себя. А Чиквитадзе будто бы на публику специально это сделала.
Но видно, что они это задевает. С ее темпераментом это опасно. А капитан прямо не может успокоиться, все прыгает что-то.
Ну и с его темпераментом это опасно.
Но был же возглас линейного судьи.
А он ему не верит, он считает, что плохой линейный судья, и что он уже допустил 2 или 3 ошибки. Так нельзя.
Так а что прыгать-то тогда?
От негодования.
Здорово.
Как здорово действительно сыграла. Но зря, по-моему, Чиквитадзе сейчас, непосредственно выбрав какой-то сектор публики, может быть, откуда не самые приятные возгласы звучали, пошла туда и демонстрирует им всю свою удаль и злость.
Но может быть, таким образом она пытается как бы выплеснуть все, что у нее копится.
Может быть, она тоже сама с собой таким образом разговаривает,
нет,
как и Шарапова?
Нет.
Просто это принимает несколько иные формы.
Ну вообще...
Ну вот, началось.
Ну, сейчас должны снять очко, так нельзя делать. А почему... О!
Просто умница, просто молодец.
Ну так нельзя делать, конечно, Аня.
Но они будут сейчас кричать, получат еще одно очко. Но вот что вышел сейчас капитан израильской команды говорить? Говорит, что Чиквитадзе провоцирует публику.
Ну, мне кажется, надо поспокойнее, потому что это очень опасно, на самом деле. Энергетика людей, которые сидят здесь, она намного сильнее.
Пока только мы с тобой можем себя вести поспокойнее. Больше никого мы не убедим этими призывами. Даже зрителей экрана. 15:40, второй мяч.
Ой, умница. Ну, зрители уже спокойнее себя ведут. Выплеснула она, видимо, на них. Ну, мне кажется, из принципа, она же после этого ни одного очка не проиграла.
Да.
Это же надо еще уметь так не расстраиваться, чтобы вот хватило.
Свой лучший теннис показала со злости, да. Ну, начинается вчерашняя история.
Здорово, просто великолепно.
Ну, как бы ей не растратиться на
Ты посмотри на Машу Шарапову, которая...
Sharapova has ever played in such a hostile environment. Sometimes she's faced a few boos and whistles for the amount of time she takes, or the laughs, or the grunts that she can make during matches. And Mariana Alves is going to control this situation.
Yeah, it's difficult for the umpire to control this. They really are making their feelings felt.
Yes, I think it's very easy for an over-enthusiastic crowd can almost end up sounding like an angry mob at some stage, but she's trying to save the break point, controversially, and has again played. Tough because the crowd now grunting. Sharapova's grunting, I should say. Sometimes in Australia, got a bad press about their grunting, and fans start laughing and listening. She's never had the crowd grunt when she grunts before. Interesting to see how she deals with this.
Full credit to Sharapova maintaining her concentration, and she's driving herself even more.
Well, Mariana Alves does have powers to censure this crowd if she needs them, and I think she could be on the verge of almost using them, because it's more than interference out here for Sharapova. Defense from Auxilla. Sharapova also playing much more than an opponent right now. I've never seen anything like this before.
No, I haven't. Yes, it's interesting. I don't know that it's amusing. From my point of view,
and I think that's Yaka just having a chat to the crowd. Alice doesn't speak Hebrew, so just maybe explain to them that they can be censored and they will penalise the Russian team if this continues. And hopefully it's worked.
Yes, it could be, of course, the crowd. Many of them are not overly familiar with the etiquette of tennis, and are here because they're good sporting fans. But in a way, it doesn't demonstrate a great deal of respect for a player of such stature.
That is some game from Sharapova. The scoreline looks straightforward.
Seconda di servizio.
imbarazzante. Largo. La gioia dei sostenitori, la disperazione di Flavia. Vediamo un po'. Maledetto occhio di falco che qui a Orléans non c'è, punto importantissimo. Non ci vuole credere Flavia. Match point Francia. Ha ripreso colore Scudè, rimane a fondo campo quasi in lacrime. Flavia Pennetta che adesso va dalla Hengsel a chiedere spiegazioni. Sta lasciando andare a qualche commento di troppo, non è esattamente d'accordo con la decisione della Hengsel, che adesso si rivolge al supervisor, credo. Vediamo un po', speriamo non ci siano decisioni drastiche da parte della Hengsel. Siamo sul match point, dunque un eventuale penalty point potrebbe. Vediamo un po', attenzione, la regia non ci aiuta. Warning, solamente warning per la Pennetta, meno male. Ecco, meglio che il regista non indugi troppo su...
Sur le banc de l'équipe de France, comme ça a parlé au retour d'Amélie Mauresmo sur ce coup, au retour de vestiaire. Je ne sais pas si René Père-Champagne peut nous montrer ça tout de suite. Regardez, Amélie en grande discussion avec le juge arbitre, ici à droite de cette rencontre, le Suisse Andreas Egli. Amélie très remontée contre le juge arbitre pour la petite sanction infligée à Flavia Pennetta. Bon, on l'avait dit qu'on n'en reparlait plus, hein. C'est parce qu'Amélie est venue discuter que voilà, qu'on vous...
Well, this is difficult for Conte now. Having to just sit there and wait and find out what's going to happen.
But he needs to calm down, there's no doubt about that. And Nastasi, as I say, he was in trouble anyway at the draw opening ceremony. And I think it looks like as though he's almost been sent off the court, and Niculescu is going to take his place as captain. Now, I have to say, I've never seen this happen before in Fed Cup tennis before. As I say, got himself in trouble.
To feel for Jo a little.
Well, you can see she's getting emotional out there. I'm not sure what's been said or what's really happened. All we're seeing is the reactions. It's not nice to see.
Yeah, it's tough to see. I don't know what's been said. But at the moment it isn't a nice situation, and this is something you don't want to see for any player. You just wonder as well, Mel, as in the inquest into the death of her sports psychologist this week came out just a couple of days ago, where it came down that he committed suicide as well. So it's been an emotional week for her as well. Already a lot of emotion in Fed Cup tennis. And something has clearly been said to her.
It has, and it's always difficult with anything going on off the court to then be able to separate it on the court. I'm not sure.
So play has now been suspended, and I think that's the right call. In truth, I think it has to be. You can't have a player in that state on the tennis court.
We can see that Jocelyn Ray's talking with Halep and trying to find out what's happening.
Just take a minute, let's just
Sabinelisickifansss. Vă rog mult!
I think that is Simona Halep's match. And, you know, but whatever has been said has clearly affected Johanna Konta.
Sorry? What's happening?
It's a tough situation. It's a situation that I'm sure the chair umpires and the referees here aren't all that used to.
But if anyone's going to get through to the crowd, then it will be Halep making that announcement. It's just where we go from here now. There's been a suspension, but we don't know how long for.
No, I mean, just wanted to ask you.
Which side? Which side?
Which side? Left side and you
Okay, I'll go there.
And you heard.
No, it's not. No.
But you heard, right?
Sure. How long are you going to stay? I'm sorry? They should be back as soon as possible. Okay, I'll go and try.
Okay. A statement from the LTA Chief Executive, Michael Downey. We are deeply shocked by the actions of the Romanian captain, Ilie Nastase, both yesterday and today on court. There is no place in sport for that type of behavior. It's not acceptable, and the integrity of the sport must always be paramount. The ITF referee, Romanian Tennis Federation President and Vice President have all apologized to both Johanna and the Aegon GB Fed Cup captain and Kiothevong. Our first priority right now is the welfare of Johanna and Anne, as well as the whole team, giving them the support they need and ensuring they are best prepared for tomorrow.
Well, it has slightly left me a little bit unnerved, but again, I love the sport. I love the sport. That's why I'm here. I'm here to play tennis. I'm excited for the fact that the stadium was sold out. It meant that people were coming here to watch us play great tennis, and that's all I'm here for. So I would just like to be able to do that again tomorrow and just compete the best that I can.
You would have, I don't know where you were sitting in the crowd, but obviously we expected a patriotic crowd for the Romanian teams, but we don't expect abusive language to be used. What Ilie said to the umpire and referee, that's you can ask them. It was enough for him to be warned and then to be disqualified. But what he said directed to both Johanna and myself is not something I'm going to repeat here, because it's language that is not appropriate for anyone to speak to any other human in that particular way, and that's not what we've come here for. We've come to play a competitive match against Romania in a fair environment, and certainly don't expect verbal abuse.
No, I'm not happy. As I said, I think Johanna, speaking tennis-wise, she was better than me today. She was the better player out there. My problem was, and I still did not understand why the match was stopped. I understand 2-1, you take Ilie out. I did not hear what Ilie said. I understand you take Ilie out, perfect. Then we play another game, I win it, and then suddenly you start crying, and let's go off the court. I was telling my Romanian journalist, I've played all over this world. They made me from gypsy to bitch to asshole to idiot. They were staying like this and doing like this to me. I never cried and left the court. I stayed there and I played. So I never understood that. Afterwards, I go to the Umpire and I ask him, what do I do? I stayed on the court. I go out and said, I don't know. I went to the supervisor. I said, what do I do? How long is the break? I don't know. We did not exist anymore. It was only the English team now. And okay, I understand. Perfect. You take Ilie out. I did not hear what he said, but okay, you want to stop the match, you stop it at 3-1, but not at 2-1, not at 3-1, when Johanna starts crying. And then she comes at me when she comes back on court and she says, I'm sorry. So she knew she exaggerated. I mean, and Anne the same, she said, I'm sorry at the end. I mean, you don't do this, you stay and play, and the public was okay. They didn't do anything. I mean, it was a bit too much, and now they say they feel threatened. I mean, we are in Romania, everyone was so nice, and we treated you guys so nice, and I don't feel it's right that you guys put all this on us, just because we are a lower country than England. You were from the beginning expecting like to jump. Okay, perfect. We took Ilya out at 2-1. The supervisor said, okay, I should have stopped. Perfect, you should have stopped. I agree with you. Okay, we take the responsibility. I'm not saying about tennis-wise. Johanna was much better player than me. She deserved that place. I don't understand why you keep playing for another game and then suddenly you start crying and because I cry, I stop. Okay, next time I'm in trouble, I will cry again. Maybe I can go off the court and break the match. This is what I don't agree with. I'm not. There are a lot of things that, you know, as Romanians, we get double insulted and double because of our nation. But it's okay, we are tough. Comparing to the English people, apparently we are tougher. Supervisor now, and I said, can you please explain why he stopped at 3-1? She says, because Johanna started crying. Is it in the rule book that if I start crying, we stop the match? And then Johanna comes to me and she says, I'm very sorry. I felt threatened from the public. And then to the supervisor, she tells that she had an issue with Ilya. So this is what, I did not get an answer yet why he stopped at 3-1. This is my question, you know, and it's nothing against no one. Like I said, we take responsibility. We know how to walk with our head high. And okay, when we did wrong, we say it. But I don't think it was fair to me today. Also when he stops, like they didn't give me any explanation. I didn't know what to do. Do I go and stretch? Do I go stay on the court? A little bit of respect towards me wouldn't be bad either.
From Germany, please welcome Sabinelisickifansss.